Welcome to Become DevOps. We'll see how can we run Jenkins on a Docker container. So I'll be launching this Docker container on my AWS EC2 instance. Let me launch EC2 instance over here. So I'll be choosing Amazon Linux AMI. I'll be selecting t2.micro, which comes as part of free tile here. And if you see here in the network section, I have a default VPC and this is a custom VPC I have created. So I'm going to launch in my custom VPC. I'll be choosing a public subnet here. And so if we come down here, right, I do have a user data section. So I want to launch a Docker container as part of user data, so that we'll be bootstrapping the Docker container. So by the time the instance has launched, everything will be ready. So let's do that. I'll be doing m update. So this is what we do, right? As we log in inside the EC2 instance. Okay, so now let me install Docker. I'll start Docker now. Systemctl start Docker. Okay, so I have installed Docker now. So now I want to install Docker container here. I mean, so this is the image here. So in the Docker Hub section, if you find Jenkins, right, you'll be able to see this image, and you can take this image and just paste it over here. I do have an image here already, so I'll just copy this one. So this is running on 8080 by default. Jenkins runs on 8080, and so here I am mapping it to the host port. Here also, if you see, right, this is 50,000 port open here. So this port is being opened in order to communicate with the slave. So to enable master slave communication, we do open these ports. Yeah, that is what it's that simple. So I'll just proceed with the launching this instance now. I'm configuring the security group. So I do have a security group where I have opened enough ports so that it will be able to communicate externally. Okay, so let me choose a key here. I have this first key. So since I'm connecting with the Windows machine, this the PEM key which you create initially to launch an instance, right? It should be converted to PPK. So I already have it. So let's wait for a while. Once the EC2 instance is in ready state, right? We'll get inside the EC2 instance, and we should be able to see our Docker container ready here. So the container is nothing but our Jenkins application. Okay, by that time I'll keep it ready. I'll go to the putty. Okay, here I do have my putty, and I'll use my authorized key and give my PPK. So if I try to connect, I'll get an error, but let's wait for a while until unless the status checks have passed. So it shows both system status check and instance status check is in pending state. So we need to wait until the instance state is in running state. Now it is in pending. So in the detail section, you'll be able to see what kind of image you have launched. So you're able to see, right, Amazon Linux AMI. This is the AMI name, and when did you launch? You can see the launch time. Sometimes you want to know when this EC2 instance was launched. You can see under the launch time section. The things what you could see here is security group, in which security group is launched. So I have opened all these ports here. So since that's the reason why launching I didn't open any port explicitly, because I have kept open this port range. In the network section, you'll be able to see in which UVPC he got it. So I think we are ready almost, I guess. Let's try to refresh. Okay. I'll once refresh and try to make a connection. Okay, so now we could see that instance is in the running state. Let me connect to my EC2 instance. So since I have launched a Linux AMI here, the user is EC2-user. Okay. So let me enter Docker PS. So yeah, that is where we are. So my Jenkins container is running here. So see, Docker PS, I just installed as part of the Bootstrap by defining it in user data. So my Jenkins container is running here, and I could get inside the container. Let me get inside the container. Before that, let's see if I'm able to access the application from my browser. Yeah, we are able to. So to access this application, we need to, it's asking to unlock Jenkins. So we need to specify a password. So we need to authorize this, and so it shows that the password is available in this location. Yeah, let's find out. So since this is running in a Jenkins container, right, I need to get inside the container to get this password. So let me get inside the container now. So I'm inside the container now. I'll be doing a cat where the credentials are stored. So the credentials stored on this particular path. So this is the password I need to specify there. Okay, I have copied this password. So by default, Jenkins will suggest some plugins. So if you want, we can proceed with it, or else you can specify some select plugins. So I want to proceed by default, whatever Jenkins suggests. Okay, so it will install all these plugins. Once it installs the plugins, right? So I need to define the user. Okay, so it is asking me to create the first admin user. So I'll give everything as an admin here. Admin. admin@gmail.com. Okay, so it won't send any email, just it stores these credentials in this user section. That's it. So I'm saving it and proceeding further. Save and finish. So my Jenkins will be ready now. So Jenkins is ready. Start using Jenkins. Okay, so our Jenkins is ready. We could create freestyle jobs or pipeline jobs, whatever you want. So if you come here, right, let me do Docker PA. Okay, I'm inside the container now. Let me come out of container. You can enter Control P and Control Q to come outside of the container. So if you here see, if you give Docker PS, okay, it will show the current running containers here. Docker, let me check the Docker images. So this is the image that was launched when we gave that command, Docker run command, in the user data section. So it's very easy, guys. So as part of the user data only, we are launching this Jenkins as a Docker container.